sure we ever got going. That's a hard one to answer. I think it kept us in it in the first half. We were abysmal. Is that a word? I know, but I don't. I meant, does it? I don't either. It just sounded like the right thing to say. Yeah. I think when you statistically take a look, we've done a pretty good job defensively the last couple games. We're staying in front of people. We're spending more time with individual defense, guarding the ball.
I don't know what it had to do with the game, or but what it do for you? What does it do for your team when you get a play like Paulie made, they're going from one end of the court to the other and sliding and blocking a shot?
I thought that turned it around. I thought we just didn't play with any energy. I think him making those plays, I think, kind of energized everybody. Those were two big time plays.
Do you think the lack of energy in today's game carries over from the game they just played against UConn, or just that kind of day?
I don't know. I mean, as long as I've done this, I don't have an answer. We were so we didn't have energy, but we didn't pass the ball. I mean, we were starting, I thought, pass the ball, share the ball, do a pretty good job, throw the ball away from the defense, not to the defense. And then, today we were right back where we were in Charleston, not taking care of the ball, forcing things. We don't run offense. We just do not run offense.
Coach, a couple of guys today, after some free throw misses, they were obviously visible reactions. It wasn't just like they took the ball again and shot it. I'm wondering if it becomes a mental thing at some point. How do you? I guess you don't want it to become a mental thing, right?
We're and we have since I got here. We have to make, since we got the practice facility, they're supposed to make 100 before they leave. And obviously we've had guys sneaking out. And I don't think it's mental. I just don't think they've put the time in that we've put in the past. And you have the manager there counting them, but they can finesse the managers into writing down things that aren't true. We got to get back on it.
Does it become an issue with you though, free throws? I mean, from a coaching standpoint, there's not much you can really.
Just when Taz goes up and misses 2 or 3, and Sean goes up and misses 2 or 3, we weren't in it. I mean, we just were not in it. Taz said so much at halftime. Let's go play. I mean, he made big shots again, hard shots, to get us going in the second half, and then Paulie with blocking shots and running the floor the way he ran the floor. I don't know. It's almost it almost gets to where I think they look at the schedule. They were ready to play Connecticut, and they shared the ball, and they did a lot of good things. And then I don't think they gave Kent State the respect that they deserve. That's a good team. That's a good team. Rob does a heck of a job coaching them, and we weren't. they were more ready to play than we were. Put it that way.
On the flip side, with their good free throw shooting, they only got to the line, 13 times. Point of emphasis to keep hands away, not foul.
Well, you never want to foul,
But
but we've tried to stop the reaching. It's I think it got bad during the summer, the reaching part of it. It's like anything else becomes a habit.
Bob, with Jalen and Isaiah, do you see that they're close to getting back to where you expect them to be, or do they maybe need some time, maybe this time coming up, to back away, work on stuff, and kind of come back rejuvenated?
No, I think Jalen's been really good. Defensively, Jalen's done a really good job. He's kept balls alive. I think he's been fine. He's been hesitant to shoot for some reason. Isaiah's not hesitant at all, by the way, but I mean I repeatedly tell JB that we need you to shoot the ball. It just can't be Sean and Taz. And we're the worst team I've ever seen in missing 1-footers. Nobody can make one. Maybe I guess if you can't make a 1-footer, you shouldn't be able to make a free throw either. It is 15 feet longer.
How important is it for you to find a third scorer, though? Someone that can.
No, I mean I think JB will be it. But we need somebody else to score. You really need somebody to score it close. That's if you think back, for the most part, we've had a guy like that. We had Derek, for 3 years. That was a guy who, when we really had to stop the bleeding, so to speak, we could throw it close. We don't have anybody to throw it close to.
Coach, how important has Kedrian been to the defensive effort over the last couple of games?
Is what? I'm sorry.
How important has Kedrian been to the defensive effort for the last couple of games?
He's been really. He wasn't very good today, but he's been really good. He makes the guy with the ball think about him more than he thinks about what he's going to do with it, which really helps. He wasn't today, though. He didn't. Nobody was today.
What did you see out of Kedrian today?
Pardon?
What did you see out of him today?
I think they all didn't think they were going to have to play as hard. So I think all of them kind of took breaks. I don't think it was just one guy. I think it was a group of guys.
Do you think players have a hard time believing that they're playing well or contributing if they're not making shots? Like what you're saying about Jalen, if he's doing so many good things, then he might have the confidence to score. But I wonder if, the scorers or offensive players, can they get out of it if they don't realize that rebounding or defense helps them? I mean, they should feel good about that.
Well, I mean, it isn't that Jalen missed shots; it's they didn't take them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, right?
Well, he just didn't take them. And when we got pretty good last year, a lot of it was because he made shots, and now you got 3 guys that really can spread you. That you got to guard. They don't. Everybody's not packed in the lane.
Second half, 16 minutes left, just like a 3-point game, and then they go without a point. But 6, 7 minutes or whatever. The key to that run defensively for you guys was?
I thought it was all defense. I mean, Taz made some hard shots. Taz made some shots down on the baseline in front of the bench to kind of get us going. I think Sean made a couple shots.
What were you guys didn't really change up anything defensively though during that time, did you?
No, we just turned it up.
Yeah.
Someone please correct me if I got this wrong, but Taz, I think, said that he is a shooter who scores, and McNeil is a scorer who shoots. And he says that they work off each other that way in a way. How would you characterize the two of them? And
I think that's probably pretty accurate. Yeah, no, we were in an elevator screen. You know, it's where guys come together. He runs through and they come together. And it was right in front of the bench. And this was in the conference tournament a year ago. And I was standing right there, and I was amazed at how quick and how well he got his foot and feet down.
talking about
Taz, he really gets his feet down. I mean, he can come from different angles and just do an unbelievable job of getting his feet down and getting his shoulders square. Sean's more straight ahead. I mean, Sean tries to drive it hard at you to try to get you to back up and get you back on your heels so he can elevate and shoot it. He's not. Everybody has to have their shoulders square, but he's more. He has to have his shoulders square. Start with them, where Taz can run all over the place and get his shoulders square, get his feet down. Sean gets his feet down well, but not from different angles the way Taz does.
You can't run the same plays with them, though. I mean, they're different kinds of players.
Yeah, they're different. They're different as to, you know, after you've been around them and watched them, what they're better at getting their shots from.
One more on Paulie, Coach. Looking at his film from past years, did you see this level of energy before he came here? Because it seems like he has really stepped that up, ramped that up, maybe taken a little bit from Gabe.
He was the second leading scorer in junior college. And they're playing pretty good people. I mean, they're playing really good people. So he played against good people. He played against really good athletes. So I wasn't surprised. I think it was a matter of, you know, just fitting in, you know. I mean, we had those other guys back, and he kind of let, you know, Deuce do his thing. He didn't hunt shots.
Starting Cindy in the second half an effort thing, or just kind of wanted to see what he would do, or?
No, I was trying to look down there and see who I wasn't mad at. And Cindy hadn't made me mad yet.
Yeah.
Of your two scorers, I mean, they do a lot, obviously, but you said this a lot too, that you need them on the floor. They don't foul. Sean and Taz. That's got to be a pretty good contribution for you in itself.
Yeah, and they've both gotten better defensively. I mean, they were not real good defenders before. They're pretty good defenders now. Larry's done a really good job with them in individual defense.
You know, a lot of shooters get fouled 3 times shooting 3-pointers in the same game.
No, and you know, I mean, I think it could have been a few more. I don't know. Sometimes you get people who kind of jump forward, and so it seems like they're fouled every time they shoot it. But I didn't think our guys were jumping forward. I think they were trying to. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know why I'm even trying to say it, because I don't have any idea what, I can't figure out what my team does, much less theirs.
Yeah, it's trying to do too much at times. I mean, you had a few turnovers today, and some of them were, it seemed to be from trying to do more than you should.
Well, Bob, I don't think it was doing more. I think he forced things trying to get the other guys involved more than, trying to do something that he can't do. I mean, he tried to get Isaiah involved a few times. He tried to get most of the bigs that were in the game involved, particularly in transition. I just think he was really trying to get them into the game.
Anything else?
2 games left before conference play starts. Does this, anything that, you kind of want to see over these 2 games that'll make you say, okay, we're ready for Big 12, or is everything still basically a game-by-game?
No, I want to see Andy and Jared. I haven't seen them in a while. They're different. Andy's teams are always going to be an offensive team, and Jared's teams are probably going to be more to decide a defense than offense. I mean, every time we've played them, Jared's team, we haven't scored a whole lot of points, where with Andy's team, you better score some points or you get beat pretty good, because they do score points.
Last time you saw Andy was when he was at Ole Miss, though, right? That's, you guys,
Last time we played,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, then he was doing TV.
That's right.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.